Good morning. My name is Dan Hoolihan. I'm the chairman of the History Committee for the EMC Society. And this morning we are going to have the distinct honor of discussing with Bruce Archambeault the first TEM cell he ever fabricated in his basement. So, Bruce, welcome to our little dual decade or something
Yeah,
discussion on this device.
well, thank you. Actually, I didn't create this device. This was created by Mike Crawford at NBS. He invented the TEM cell like this, and this is his first prototype that he made. And I was lucky enough to get this before NBS threw it away, and I used it for quite a while to capture the emissions from little spherical antennas, and that worked. It worked really well. I mean, TEM cells work really well up to a certain frequency,
Yes.
and this is, like I said, the first prototype.
And of course, that's why many of us, when we first got involved with TEM cells, as they're called now, we often called them Crawford cells after Mr. Crawford,
Right.
Dr. Crawford, I guess,
Yeah, it was
from
doctor.
National Bureau of Standards, now NIST, out in Boulder, Colorado. So he was famous for having a TEM cell named after him, or vice versa. I'm
Yeah,
not quite sure which came first.
I think the TEM cell came first, and then they started calling it Crawford cell because it was a good marketing thing for people who were selling these things.
So typically, what kind of devices would you test in a small unit like this? Obviously, you're not going to get an IBM mainframe in in the TM cell, but
Yeah, we've done a lot of shrinking down at IBM, but not that much. No. Well, I mean, any small device that radiates, um, you can put into this. You just put on the ends here a coax cable that goes up to your receiver, and you set your active device inside. And basically, a TEM cell has a septum halfway through it. So you can only use either the bottom part or the top part. And so most people use the bottom part just because it's more stable, and it's got nothing to do with electromagnetics. But anyway, about any product you have, a small microphone,
yes.
a cell phone, um, there's all kinds of small devices.
So you primarily used it for emission testing then, and not
Yes,
necessarily for immunity testing or susceptibility testing, as we call it.
that's correct. That's what I used it for. But you make a great point, Dan, that this is equally usable as a immunity test device as well as an emissions device.
So I think the FCC did accept test results from a TM cell if you could simulate the various values measured in a TM cell to be equivalent to what's measured at an open area test site. Did you get involved in that at all?
No,
Okay, so it had to be a device, as you mentioned, fairly small that would fit inside the,
right.
the TM cell.
Well, I've
So
seen
what is
some.
the size of this? I mean, so that we can give people a better idea of how big we are. Not how big we are, how
Well,
big the TM cell
it's
is.
about 18 inches square, and then we have the conical section that expands the electromagnetic wave to be more of a TEM wave as it goes through the device.
And is it 50 ohms,
It's
basically?
50 ohms,
It's
yes.
50 ohms.
Now, all TEM cells have a problem where they start resonating at some frequency.
Ah,
And this particular unit, because of its size, it starts radiating somewhere around 400 megahertz.
good.
So it's usable. It's usable up to 400 megahertz.
So the larger the TM cell, would that 400 megahertz move up or down?
Down.
Down, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
What are
The
those
resident.
dimensions again in metric?
Well, a lot of the TEM cells that are commercially available have loss in them.
Ah,
Some of the absorber cones or something
yes.
try to cut down that resonance.
Oh, yeah,
So,
yeah.
and that's effective.
Well,
So,
very, very interesting. So they're very well used in industry still today for certain types of devices and
Right.
and primarily components more than systems. But
Right. The nice thing about these things is that it's cheap. This unit is not expensive to make, you know, and so you can have something in your lab that you can quickly do a quick test on and see if it's going to be okay when you go to the open area test site, you know.
very good.
So
So that's it. Thank you very much for listening about TEM Cell or the Crawford Cell from a couple guys that knew Myron Crawford himself.
that's right.